The ultimate credit card portfolio for luxury travel, how to score $16,000 of flights for under $6,000, and a good Plaza Premium deal for Rogers Red World Elite credit card holders. All this and more on Rewards Canada's This Week in Rewards for August 1st, 2025. If you're looking to make the most of your loyalty rewards and credit card rewards, you've come to the right place. This is your weekly dose of loyalty rewards, travel, and credit card happenings in Canada from Canada's original points and miles resource, Rewards Canada. A quick reminder that you will find links below in the description to all the topics covered in today's video. I'm your host, Patrick, and like always, we're going to kick things off with credit cards. We released a new ultimate credit card portfolio. Well, actually, it's a revamp of one that's been on the site for quite a few years. I think a good 6-7 years, if not longer. And that is our ultimate credit card portfolio for luxury travel. This one used to be known as the ultimate high-end travel credit card portfolio. I think by wording it with luxury travel works better than high-end. People may not, think of what does high-end mean? Does it mean high-end luxury, high-end cars, those type of things? So this is a little more specific and lets you know that, this is the best trio of cards for luxury travel. So if you are unfamiliar with Rewards Canada's ultimate credit card portfolios, they are all a trio of cards, an American Express, a Mastercard, and a Visa card. 3 cards that make up a combination that are ultimate for a specific goal, and in this case, that goal is luxury travel. So with this portfolio, there are 5 key benefits to it. The first is that it provides the utmost in lounge access for airport lounges across the cards that it has here. It gives you hotel elite status, immediate status with Porter Airlines, and status-like benefits for flying with Air Canada, all things that are make your travel that much better. It has some of the best credit card concierge services, and it gives you additional benefits and perks at the world's most luxurious hotels. And then also you get strong insurance coverage across all the cards in this portfolio. So the first card in the portfolio, and this is in reality, the portfolio just surrounds this card. The other 2 are just adders to fill in the portfolio, to fill in the Visa and MasterCard requirements. But in reality, this portfolio is about the Platinum card from American Express. It is the ultimate luxury travel card for Canadians. It has the best airport lounge access, hotel elite status, discounts on business class flights, first class flights. These are a lot of things we've talked about in previous videos, like the international airline program on the Platinum card, how it gives you discounts on the business class and first class flights on many of the world's top airlines. It's a hybrid card, so that means its points can be used, for any travel at any time via membership rewards, or you can convert them to Air Canada, Aeroplan. The card gives you so much, but it is really focused on those extra benefits. It has the $200 annual travel credit, has a $200 annual dining credit, and you have fine hotels and resorts, which gives you additional perks and benefits at luxury hotels worldwide. Everything you can think of for luxury travel kind of comes with this card, and so that is why it is the #1 card in the ultimate credit card portfolio for luxury travel. The second card filling in the Visa slot is the TD Aeroplan Visa Infinite Privilege Card. So as I mentioned earlier, this is where you get these elite-like benefits for flying with Air Canada. The Aeroplan Visa Infinite Privilege Card is the high-end ultra premium card in Aeroplan and Air Canada and Visa. They actually have 3. There's a CIBC version, which you could go for, and the American Express Aeroplan Reserve card. But since there's already the Platinum card in here, the TD fills the Visa role nicely. You're primarily getting it because of those benefits for flying on Air Canada. So those are benefits like priority check-in, priority boarding, priority security screening at select airports. And the key feature is that it gives you access to Maple Leaf lounges from Air Canada in North America. That is the only type of lounge that the Platinum card, even though the Platinum card is the best for accessing lounges worldwide, it does not get access to most of the Maple Leaf lounges in North America. So this card covers you there. So you just get extra lounge access by having those 2 cards, the Platinum card and the TD Aeroplan Visa Infinite Privilege Card. And then you get all those other benefits from the Visa Infinite Privilege Card, like the first check bag free on Air Canada flights. And finally, the other perk too, by having the TD Aeroplan Visa Infinite Privilege Card, is that it gives you preferred pricing on Aeroplan awards on Air Canada metal. So that means you get a discounted requirement in the number of points to redeem for flights on Air Canada when you're redeeming for Aeroplan awards. So you can combine that with the membership rewards that are earned on the Platinum card, because those convert 1-to-1 to Aeroplan, plus the Aeroplan points you're earning off the TD Aeroplan Visa Infinite Privilege. Combine those and it's a great deal in terms of earning and redeeming. And finally, the third card in the portfolio is the BMO VI Porter World Elite MasterCard. So this fills in the MasterCard slot. As you've known from our videos, there is not really a high-end or ultra-premium Mastercard in Canada just yet. Now, we do have World Legend, which was just announced. I actually had it in the last video, so I'll link to that video right up here. You can check that out where we talk about the World Legend Mastercard branding. But in the meantime, the highest in Canada has been the World Elite, which is kind of more the equivalent of the Visa Infinite, not Visa Infinite Privilege. But in terms of filling in the Mastercard slot right now, the BMO VI Porter World Elite Mastercard fills that spot nicely because it gives you automatic elite status with Porter Airlines. It gives you VI Porter Venture, Avid Traveler membership. So this is the status level that gives you dedicated airport check-in, priority security screening, early boarding, complimentary check bags, priority call center service, and more. So basically, it's giving you those elite benefits for flying with Porter, just making your travel that more luxurious and I guess that much easier. And that's what this portfolio is about. It's about luxury and making your travel just seem even better. I should also note the BMO VI Porter World Elite Mastercard, by being a Mastercard, with that Mastercard slot is the card you would use at Costco, since they only accept Mastercard at their warehouses. And since on average you're getting about 1.5 cents per point with VI Porter, it earns 1 point per dollar at Costco. That means you're getting a 1.5% return at Costco on average. So that's right up there with some of the other best cards at Costco that offer 1.5, 1.6%. A couple go a little higher, but the top 5 definitely are 1.5% and higher. And that actually brings me into one of the cards that is the best for using at Costco. That is the RWRDS World Elite Mastercard. And actually it's a sibling card to RWRDS Mastercard as well. And the question I posed here on the website and the article was, did you know that the RWRDS Mastercards provide extra benefits and discounts at Plaza Premium lounges, Avis and Budget, and a few more other extras that they've been providing on the card? So if you're not familiar with the RWRDS cards, there's some excellent cashback cards. Actually, the RWRDS World Elite Mastercard is the best no-fee cashback card in Canada. At least that's how we rank it on Rewards Canada. And I know last fall, after meeting with RWRDS, they were discussing a Plaza Premium partnership, and I know they were, doing a test run last fall, and this kind of fell by the wayside, and I hadn't followed it that closely, but they did actually fully launch that Plaza Premium partnership. Right now, it runs until the end of this year, but hopefully they continue it past 2025. But what it does is it provides a discounted entry rate for World Elite members to Plaza Premium lounges. The best discount is for their Canadian lounges, which most of us would be using if we have this card and are using lounges because we're flying out of Canada. And it gives a discounted entry rate of $37 Canadian for the Plaza Premium lounges. So compare this to, say, Mastercard Travel Pass or Visa Airport Companion. If you're using those, you have to pay US $32 if you don't have any free passes, of course. So US $32 works out to about 44 Canadian. So this is saving you roughly about $7 per entry. Now, if you use the RWRDS card at the US Plaza Premium lounges or the ones in Mexico that are also included in this feature, you pay US $32, which is the same as Mastercard Travel Pass and Visa Airport Companion. Now, it doesn't just stop at the discounted entry rate for the Canadian lounges or even the US lounges and things like that. You also receive an extra hour of visiting time in the lounge. Most of the credit card programs and Priority Pass only give you 2 hours. Now, I know it's kind of flexible. You can usually stay longer than 2 hours. It all depends on how full the lounge is and when they let you in. But by having the RWRDS World Elite Mastercard, you should be guaranteed 3 hours of lounge access versus that 2 hours. So that's a nice little extra benefit for having the card. And then finally, RWRDS World Elite Mastercard holders can also skip the line. So if there's a lineup, and we know that's been a problem with a lot of lounges these days, that there's a lineup to get in, you can skip that line. You get priority access to the lounge with the RWRDS World Elite Mastercard. Now, I have talked to RWRDS as to, how this works. Like, do you actually have to pay for access with the RWRDS to get that priority skip the line access? Or can you just, by having the card, skip the line, but then use something like the Platinum card from American Express to get into the lounge for free? I haven't been able to determine 100% whether that's the case. I think we're going to need one of the Rewards Canada community. So if you're out there and you have, say, the Platinum card and the RWRDS World Elite and are going to go access a Plaza Premium lounge, give it a test. See if they'll let you skip the line by having the RWRDS but then access with the Platinum card. If they tell you no, you have to pay with the RWRDS card, well, you'll have to go back to the end of the line so that you're not paying the entry fee, but at least we'll know. So if somebody can get us that data point, that would be great. Leave it in the comment section below or send us an email at info@rewardscanada.ca or use the contact link on the website at rewardscanada.ca. Oh, and I should also say that you also get complimentary showers. So the Plaza Premium lounges that you get these benefits at, by having the Rogers Red World Elite Mastercard, you can get complimentary showers. You don't have to pay for them. So another extra little benefit with this Plaza Premium partnership. So I really hope it does continue beyond December 31st, 2025. And more recently, just in the past week or two, they added discounts for both the Rogers Red World Elite and Rogers Red MasterCards for car rentals with Avis and budget. So with Avis, you can get up to 30% off. It's 25% off if you choose to pay at the counter, up to 30% off when you prepay your rental, and for budget, it's 25% off at the counter, 35% if you choose to prepay, and this is valid on rentals in Canada and the US. And then they've also launched their own music festival, or at least sponsorship of their own music festival called, I believe it's Rock the Runway. It's going to be in London, Ontario, and Rogers cardholders can enter to win tickets to this event. So check the link out below. It'll give you more details about that festival and the sponsorship. And then I promise to do a better job of tracking these additional offers, special offers on the Rogers cards, and we'll let you know every time something new comes along on the website and of course in our videos here and on the podcast. All right, next up in credit cards, the RBC British Airways Visa Infinite card, its welcome bonus offer construct has been changed. So the card still offers 60,000 Avios when you apply for it and are approved for it, but how you earn that 60,000 Avios has changed. So now you're going to get 30,000 Avios when you spend $5,000 on the card within the first 3 months of account opening, and you'll get another 30,000 Avios when you spend $5,000 between months 4 and 6. And if you don't meet the 5,000, say in the first half, you can still be eligible for the 5,000 in the second half, months 4 to 6. So you can come out with 30,000 either way, but you want to push it for the 60,000. So the end result does remain 60,000. That's like the current bonus that they had on the card. The difference is with the old bonus, you would get 15,000 Avios right on approval. You didn't even have to, spend anything on the card. You would get 15,000. So they've changed that. So now you actually have to spend on the card. So the credit card issuers are trying to recoup some of these costs, especially like RBC, who's been just doles out the welcome bonuses. We've talked about it with their Avion cards, right? They are so good for the welcome bonuses, not so good for other things. This welcome bonus has been always an excellent one for this RBC British Airways. It's usually made into our top 5 or top 10 bonuses for the month in terms of value. I think it still will be there. Actually, it's still going to be one of the top 10 offers of the month. But now you do have to spend more. It's 10,000 versus the old one was 6,000. But the old bonus, to get the entire 60,000 Avios, you had to hold it into year 2 and pay the annual fee in the second year. So you'd end up paying $330 in annual fees versus $165, and this new bonus, you only have to pay $165 to get the entire 60,000 Avios. So for those of you playing the credit card churning game, in some ways this is actually a pretty good deal, because you're spending $165 to get 60,000 Avios. I mean, before you'd spend $165 for 50,000 Avios, because then if people would cancel the card before the second year and they just forego the 10,000 Avios on the anniversary bonus. So in some ways, it's actually a little bit better for the credit card gamers. Continuing on with credit cards, we'll go over this one quick. If you have a Scotiabank Gold American Express card or choose to get one, which right now they have the best bonus offer available on it of 50,000 scene points and your first year free, you can get free Marriott Bonvoy Silver Elite status. So it's a limited time offer. I don't know how long this is going to be in market for, probably a few months. It just launched a couple weeks ago. You go through the concierge service, which is operated by 10. For the gold card, there's an offer there that you basically sign up and you get free Silver Elite status. Now, I know some of the Rewards Canada community did sign up for this right away, and it says it can take up to 30 days. Most of the data points are showing that you get that Silver Elite status in about 7 days, so not bad. Now, I know Silver Elite's not a lot. It's nothing, huge in terms of the Marriott Bonvoy program, but it's better than nothing, and the main benefit is that you earn more Marriott points on your Marriott stays, and I mean, it's free. So if you have the Gold American Express card and don't have Marriott status through, the Platinum card from American Express or the Marriott Bonvoy card from American Express, you don't stay at Marriott often enough to get Elite status, well, here's your ticket to getting Silver Elite status with Marriott Bonvoy. And sorry, I'm going to go back to one more thing. Speaking of high-end Mastercards, the World Legend Mastercards. So we have learned of the very first World Legend Mastercard in the world, and that was the City Strata Elite card, launched in the US just over the past week or so. It's kind of weird. It's called the City Strata Elite. But Citi, in their press release, confirmed it is the first world Legend Mastercard. I have a feeling, when they were planning this card, Legend hadn't been, fully confirmed yet, and they were going to release it as a World Elite card, hence the name Citi Strata Elite. I mean, that's just at least my guess, my assumption. Maybe I'm wrong, but it is a World Legend card. And speaking of the Legend branding, I know of one Canadian bank that will be issuing a World Legend card, but that is all I can say. Before we continue on to loyalty rewards and travel news, if you like today's content, be sure to hit that like button. Subscribe to our channel if you don't do so yet. Hit that notification bell so you're notified when we post new videos. Share the video with friends, family, co-workers, you name it. Anybody who you think can benefit from the topics that we cover here. And leave us a comment in the comment section below, whether it's a question, a clarification, correction, or if you just want to say hi. We do our best to answer them all. All right, so that brings us into loyalty program and travel news. So this first one, this is only going to be valid for about 2 days, but you can contain the knowledge within it for future offers like this. And this is how to score a pair of business class flights that cost over $16,000 for under $6,000. So this is utilizing the current Air Canada Aeroplan buy points bonus. So right now they're offering up to a 95% bonus when you buy points by August 2nd. I'm recording and posting this August 1st. That's why this is only going to last a day and a half in terms of this video. But you can use the knowledge that I'm going to pass along here in future Aeroplan buy points offers, because they do tend to offer them at least once a month, if not more. And sometimes the bonus is even more than 95%, so it's just gonna give you even more value. So what I did on this site is I found availability, and usually during winter, Swiss and Austrian provide a lot of good business class availability from Eastern Canada, Toronto, Montreal specifically, to Switzerland and Austria and beyond. So the example I put up was flying on Swiss from Montreal to Zurich. I chose this because it just happens to fall into the 0 to 4,000 miles band for transatlantic flights, which is your 60,000 Aeroplan points one way for business class, 120 round trip. So the example I put in our post was purchasing 2 tickets on the same flight. A lot of times you can find 4, 6, even upwards of 8 business class seats on those 2 airlines, on Swiss and Austrian. So in this case, I just picked 2 travelers. So it's 240,000 Aeroplan points total round trip. You'll see the example on the screen here, and $359.02 for fees and taxes. Now, if you were to go out and buy those same tickets with cash, you're looking at $16,419.02. That was from Air Canada or Swiss. Now, you can buy Aeroplan points much cheaper than that. I'll put the examples up on the screen. I worked it out where you can just pay $5,118.75 if you're in Alberta or the territories where you only have 5% GST, all the way up to $5,605.03 if you're in Quebec, paying some of the highest tax rates on the points. And then you're also needing to pay the taxes and fees of $359.02. So you're coming in still just under $6,000 for over 240,000 Aeroplan points. So you're gonna have extra points left over. So yeah, so just under $6,000 to buy enough points to get you 2 business class tickets that are worth $16,400. Now that is a deal. Now you may also be asking, well, that's very expensive for business class flights. And those are very expensive business class flights in that regard. I don't know what Air Canada and Swiss are charging, but you know what? I did a search on Google Flights. The cheapest I could find for the same route was $10,800. So you'd still be paying under $6,000 to buy, say, $10,000 of business class flights, and those ones had multiple connections and painful connections versus being a direct flight on, on Swiss Airlines. So just something to take into consideration. But even, when I track business class sales, some of the best business class rates to Europe out of Canada are on Air France and KLM. They usually have some killer business class sales, which reminds me, I should probably check to see when their next one is. It's probably gonna happen pretty soon. But there you're still probably looking at $7,000 or more for 2 business class tickets. And here you're paying just under $6,000, so you can still get yourself $1,000 in savings by using the Aeroplan buy points bonus. Like I said, this bonus only lasts till August 2nd, so if this is something you want to jump on right away, you'll need to do it right away. But if not, this doesn't matter because they run these bonuses a lot. So you can just keep checking back, and now you know some of the best routes to check to use these buy points bonuses for. It doesn't work on a lot of routes, but the Swiss and Austrian I find are really good ones to get value out of the buy points bonuses. And let us know in the comments below what you are finding where you can find these buy points bonuses. I know there's going to be some good offers to Asia as well on the partner airlines, at least not so much, I'm finding that it's hard to find value on Air Canada metal itself in business class, whether it's to Europe or to Asia and that, but I'm sure there's some good partner rewards there, especially if you're flying out of the US. There's a lot more flight options out of there, but I always find that out of Canada, Swiss and Austrian tend to be really good options out of Montreal and Toronto. And speaking of Europe flights or even beyond, that brings us to August Air France KLM Flying Blue promo rewards. So for this month, they're offering 25% off business class reward flights out of Montreal, and that's to Europe, Turkey, and North Africa. So this means you only have to pay as little as 45,000 miles one way. You can see some of the examples on the screen. I'm putting different locations and flights up there. This has to be booked by August 31st, and it's good for travel until January 31st, 2026. If you have the Air France KLM World Elite Mastercard that's powered by Brim, that's a good way to earn your Flying Blue miles for this. But probably the best way is something like the American Express Cobalt card or other Amex cards with membership rewards. Even though they convert 1 to 0.75, like one membership rewards point equals 3/4 of a Flying Blue mile, it's a really good deal. You know, for a round trip business class flight where you're looking at 90,000 miles, Flying Blue miles that is, that's 120,000 membership rewards points. Compare this to Amex's own fixed points for travel, which requires 140,000 for the same flight. And you're gonna be paying a lot bigger cash outlay for the fares, you know, in terms of taxes and fees. Aeroplan, you're looking at 120 to 140,000, if not more. In most cases, it's gonna be a lot more because 140 is, you know, the partner flights at 70,000, 120, so something like that Swiss flight, you would pay 120, so that's comparable. So you can, you know, there's things to check out there, but you know, if there's certain locations in Europe, you're probably gonna be paying 140 or more with Air Canada, which is 140,000 membership rewards points, so you'd be better off only doing 120,000 membership rewards points going to Air France KLM. Like I always say when I talk about the Flying Blue promo rewards, you know, that round trip business class ticket, that's as little as $24,000 in spending on the American Express Cobalt card. It always gets mentioned because it is the best for this. No other card's going to get you a business class flight, a round trip business class flight for as little as $24,000 in spending. And the last thing we'll look at in loyalty and travel, it's actually more of a credit card thing, but I kind of mix it up because it's also travel. And that is a new Amex offer for Marriott stays. So select Marriott, Bonvoy, American Express cardholders are being targeted with this new Amex offer that gives you 7 bonus Bonvoy points per dollar spent on Marriott stays in Canada, the US, and Mexico. So once you register for this offer, if you've been targeted for it, so go right now and go check the Amex app or your Amex account online and see if you've been targeted if you have one of the Bonvoy cards. I know for sure it's on the consumer card. It's probably a good guess it's also available on the business cards, but let us know in the comments below which one you get it on. That'll help the data points for other people who haven't tried yet. So basically you're gonna get 7 extra points per dollar spent. So the card itself gives you 5 points per dollar when you use it for, you know, your Marriott purchases. So you're gonna get 12 points per dollar spent, which is just amazing. There is a registration cap for this. You'll probably want to try and go register for this as soon as you can. And it is also limited to 12,500 bonus points per card member. So like I said, this is earning 12 Marriott Bonvoy points per dollar. It's pretty easy to get 1 cent per point when you redeem those. That's like a 12% return on your Marriott stays when you're using your Marriott Bonvoy card to pay for it. So really good deal there. And also make sure to check out for any additional bonus offers that Marriott is offering. You know, like right now they have the, 3,000 bonus points for premium rooms in Canada and US. That only goes till August 15th, and this offers till October 31st. There's also the exclusively for you targeted bonus offers right now. So a lot of ways you can combine and earn a lot more Marriott points. Of course, you can always just check out our Marriott Bonvoy bonus points page where we do list a bunch of the bonus offers, or just go to our hotel bonus points map. You know, this is a great feature where you can visualize where there are bonus points offers and you can see the various Marriott Bonvoy and other hotel chain offers. You know, since I'm talking about, you know, the bonus points map and bonuses, that'll take us right into Rewards Canada's Bonus Blast. So the Bonus Blast is where we pick out a few of the bonus points offers that we've added to the website over the past little while. The ones that should really be highlighted, the better ones out of the bunch, because we are adding 20, 30, 40, 50 bonuses per week to the website. And these are the ones that we really think should be highlighted. And we're going to kick it off this week with Air Miles. So they have brought back their Shop the Block for the summer. So the Shop the Block, if you're not familiar, this is where you earn with multiple partners and you get bonuses for doing so. This is a pretty decent one because you only have to earn with 2 partners before you get a bonus. And what we learned, and I posted this also on the blog, and I'll put the link below, is that you can knock out those 2 partners in one purchase. If you can redeem and earn in one purchase, so a place like Shell or PharmaSave, where you earn at least 1 mile, but then also use cash miles towards that purchase, that counts as 2 partners because a redemption partner counts as 1 and Shell counts as 1. So you could do that and you get the 2 partners where you get 100 bonus miles. So why don't we jump into that? These are the levels. So if you opt in and shop at 2 partners, you're going to earn 100 bonus miles. If you shop at 4 partners, you're going to earn 300 bonus miles. And if you do 6 or more partners, that's 500 bonus miles. Now this offer runs until August 8th, and you'll also earn an additional 50 bonus miles if you use a BMO Air Miles credit card on one of those qualifying Shop the Block purchases. Let's take a quick look at what's considered as the partners that work. So you have Air Miles in-store partners, so that's Shell, PharmaSave, etc. That's one type, but you can use multiple ones, like Shell would be one, PharmaSave would be one, etc. Air Miles shops, each retailer in Air Miles shops counts as their own individual partner. Amazon Prime Video does not count, and online travel stores do not count. Air Miles receipts counts as one partner. Air Miles card-linked offers, each individual card-linked promotion counts as a partner. And then also booking travel via travel.airmiles.ca counts as a partner. And then, like I mentioned, redeeming cash miles or dream miles counts as a partner well. So a lot of ways you can have partners, a really easy way to earn a lot of bonuses through this iteration of Shop the Block. Like I said, this runs until August 8th, 2025. And this will bring us into Air Miles' competitor. Aeroplan has their eStore back to school bonus. This has returned. You can earn up to 5 times points or more at select retailers. Wow, time's flying by. It's already back to school. I guess it's beginning of August. So I know some provinces do start a little bit earlier before Labor Day. Some will start after. So yeah, it's already time to start thinking about back to school shopping. So right now, when you shop online via the Aeroplan eStore, you can earn like 5 times points. I believe at like Sephora, Lululemon, a bunch of places. I'll put up a graphic on the screen or check out the link to do your shopping. So you should always be checking out all the online retailers, whether it's Aeroplan eStore, Air Miles shops, WestJet eStore, Rakuten, you name it, for offers. A lot of retailers, you don't need to be going directly to them shopping. Go through the eStores first so that you can earn your miles or points. It's just an easy way to rack up and build up your balances a little bit faster. All right, the next bonus we'll look at, this goes back into credit cards as well, is RBC Avion Rewards has brought back their transfer bonus to American AAdvantage. So this is just like last August, they offered 15% bonus on transfers to American AAdvantage, and they're offering it again. This offer is available until August 31st. So Avion Elite members, so that's if you have the Avion Platinum, Avion Infinite Privilege, the business, corporate versions, all those ones, for private banking, you name anything that has the Avion branding, you are an Avion Elite member and can take advantage of this transfer bonus. If you have the Ion Plus card, you can only take advantage if you have one of those Avions and then convert over, which is a better way because, you know, the Ion Plus card earns more than the Avion cards. I won't go into that here. I've talked about that in too many videos already on the whole mess that Avion Rewards is. But anyways, so this bonus is awarded on transfers of 5,000 or more points. And the transfer ratio typically is 10 Avion Rewards points gets you 7 American AAdvantage miles. So that means for every 10 points now you're getting 8.05 AAdvantage miles. Says it's available till August 31st. You know, it's not a bad offer. It may not be the best in market, but to get an extra, like if you have been using your Avion rewards to transfer to American AAdvantage, and this is something you've been looking for, do it because you're going to get more miles for it. Like I said in the blog post, I mean, if you have something like the Cobalt card and are earning a lot of points at 5 times points, you can convert to Marriott and then convert to American AAdvantage, and you're getting like 2.5 miles per dollar versus this. What would this be? The 0.805 with the bonus per dollar, or maybe multiply that by 1.25 if you have the infinite privilege. So yeah, just some things to consider. If you are an American AAdvantage user, you may actually be better off with like something like the Cobalt card and using those points to fund your American AAdvantage account. And the last bonus offer we'll look at this week is for some free points. And this is an offer we've been actually talking about on Rewards Canada probably for 1.5 years now. And that is 500 free points from IHG One Rewards for downloading the IHG app and logging into it with your IHG One Rewards account. If I recall correctly from the terms and conditions, if you've ever downloaded the app before and logged in, you will not be eligible. I I was thinking to myself, maybe if it's 12 months, but I believe that might be a different program. Maybe you guys can let me know in the comments below. I didn't research this in this case for the video, but I'm pretty sure this is a one-time only bonus if you've never downloaded the app before. So if you haven't, now you can do it. Download the app, IHG, and then log in with your IHG One Rewards account, and you have 500 free points for doing so. Remember to always check out the Rewards Canada bonus offers section at rewardscanada.ca/bonuses.html before you book any travel, whether it's flights, hotels, car rentals. There are so many bonus points offers out there. And if you're just going direct to book with an airline hotel, you may be leaving money on the table. So go check it out today before you book your hotels, flights, and car rentals. And that's all she wrote for this week. Be sure to check out rewardscanada.ca on a daily basis and or our socials on a daily basis, because there's a lot of things that we are posting that do not make it into this video and some that don't make it in our newsletter because they are short term. And I'm giving you a heads up too right now that next week is going to be a big week in the loyalty world. Some big news happening. So if you want to get that news right away, you'll want to be checking out our website and our socials on that daily basis, so you don't have to wait to find out in our video or to wait to find out in our newsletter. But at the very least, you should be subscribing to the newsletter. It comes out every Friday. It's your roundup of all the loyalty and travel and credit card news that we have posted for that week that is still valid, that hasn't expired. It's in the Friday newsletter. And then Saturdays is our bonus bulletin, and that's where we give you the roundup of all the bonus points offers we've added to the website. Like I said, 20, 40, 50, 60 offers, you name it, they are in that newsletter, and that is your ticket to earning more miles, more points, and more rewards. Thank you everybody for tuning in this week. Have yourselves a great long weekend. I'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.